Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is many a true nerd, and welcome to No, I'm Not a Human, which would appear to be a creepy, weird horror twist on Papers, Please, where you've got to decide who you're going to allow inside your house in a world where anybody might turn out to be a monster in disguise, and I think this looks really rather interesting. And thus we begin in a creepy corridor with a knock at the door, and yes, I will say, what I do quite like about this game immediately is it just feels hugely atmospheric. Like, nothing's even happened yet, but I feel slightly on edge just because I just noticed the doors are at a slightly off angle, which I find somewhat unnerving for some reason. Anyway, no trouble, friend, I'm on my way. But yes, time to figure out precisely who's here and whether or not they want to be let in. And if they do, whether that ought to be allowed. So, hello neighbour, long time no see, how's life? So, okay, my response isn't, who the hell are you? So, if this is a monster, he's doing a very good impression of my neighbour. So I'm just gonna say, everything's fine, lovely to see you, Tim. So I came over for a reason, I'm a bit worried about you. Something bad's coming. My cousin called to me, the news over there is saying there's something weird going on with the sun. That there's people coming up from underground. They're calling them visitors for some reason. Creepy? I hope it's not true. So okay, possibly the apocalypse is only just about to begin. And yes, when you say something weird with the sun, either it's going to explode or there's going to be an explosion on it. All I know is there's something wrong with it. Right, something weird with the sun, got it. So my cousin said staying at home alone is dangerous, so I came over so you don't get killed. So okay, you want to come over because for some reason people shouldn't be alone. But surely, if something bad's happening, you'd want to be hanging out with your wife and daughter. A good friend just arrived the other day, he'll look after my family. I mean, that's feasible, but I'm a tiny bit suspicious and, okay. Let's continue this conversation in the morning. I'll wait for you in the kitchen. So, right, I think he's just come in for now. Question is, should I have allowed him in? And okay, as it's night at the moment, I can't go into any of the rooms. Presumably this guy's asleep or something. So, okay, go to my own bedroom and let's see what happens in the morning. And okay, possibly we get a news reporter once a day. Though, I'm going to be honest, I'm immediately concerned that possibly this guy on the news is himself a visitor, because there is something definitely a bit wrong with his face. Still, it would appear as we were warned, the sun's just done some sort of a weird explosion or something. The burst was larger than scientists predicted. The temperature outside has reached critical levels. The government has declared a state of emergency. We're asking all people to refrain from going outside during the day. So okay, during the day, there's nothing I can do but stay inside my house. Presumably, yeah, if I crack open my rooms, for the time being, there's no one in here. But potentially, yes, we might be allowing certain people in as time goes by. Still, the chappie said, kitchen. So, hello there, buddy, how are you today? So, okay, don't go outside during the day, you've got to let other people in, and okay, I'm more and more suspicious of you. Like, why are you so keen on me letting more people in when there's these visitors floating around? I know you keep your distance from people, but you have to. My cousin doesn't know for sure why we can't be alone, but she mentioned that when anyone asks you if you're alone, say no, tell them there's someone in the house with you. So okay, I've already got you, why do we need more people? And they might bring something or tell you interesting things. Don't forget to test them for signs they're a visitor. You won't have much energy during the day with all this heat, so, right, we can do a certain amount during the day to make sure I'm satisfied you guys are really humans, then at night we choose who we are or aren't allowing inside. Gotcha! And okay, when we're done with the day and want to move on into the night shift, drink a beer here in the kitchen, and that lets us move forward. So, okay, that's the basic flow of the game. And okay, beyond the rooms we've already seen, we've also got a closet here. Potentially, stuff will appear in these rooms as we allow more and more people inside. And a bathroom here. Gotcha. We've also got a phone. that's supposedly not working, so right, that's going to go off at some point, and it's going to be creepy. As for the windows, don't look outside. The sun's exploding right now. I might go blind. Got it. Right, so in which case, go to the fridge, drink a quick beer. Lovely. And as a result, we can have a nap, and it's now night. So, okay. Now it's night. More people are knocking on the door. We're supposed to potentially let them in. We can also have a look-see outside. Apparently there's a deathly silence, and... okay, there's no one there right now. Potentially there's going to be creepy stuff happening in the future. Got it. So, okay. Can we actually go and say hi to this guy in the kitchen? No, at night you can't do anything, so, okay. Now we start figuring out who we are or aren't letting in. So, hello there. Is my dad here? Can you get him for me? I was okay earlier today, but now I'm scared. There are lots of people out walking at night. Okay. Tell me something about your dad. Do I know the guy in my kitchen's name? What's his name on screen? Oh, I would not survive this apocalypse. I've already forgotten if I know that guy's name. So, okay. Tell me something about your dad. I know a lot about him. Before he goes out, he likes to drink a beer. Okay, you know what? He did bring beer. That's true. Beer is like one of the only things I do know about this guy. So, he leaves me lunch and dinner and juice. I tried the beer he drinks today. It's gross. Why does he drink that when juice exists? Please don't tell him. If this is his daughter, though, yeah, what happened to the family friend and his wife, who is supposed to be keeping an eye on you? These days, people sit at home and sleep during the day. At night, they walk around and do things. So, right, some people have to go out at night, because if you can't go out during the day, yeah, anything that needs to be done has to be done at night. I'm still scared of the dark, but it seems like there's nothing to be afraid of. Or is there? Okay. I'll get your dad for you. Good luck. I'm going to tell your dad you are here, don't worry. I'm going to play some sort of game he made up for me. You have to roll dice. And you move stuff like the armchair or the couch. You have to build a road. I'll show you later, and... oh! Okay, so he's just naffed off now. If she was a replicant, she's fooled him. So, bye guys, have a nice life. This does, however, present me with a problem. Which is... yes, I'm now alone. And one of the golden rules that guy told me was, don't be alone. Bad things happen if you're alone. So I need to find someone to allow into my house, so... right, hello there. Can I come in? I was taking shelter at the bar, but they just kicked me out. Why? Not everyone could handle my temperament. But I won't hurt anyone, don't worry. Okay, can't help but notice you are very tall next to the last guy who was here. Are you like impossibly inhumanly tall, or just fairly tall? It's hard to tell. And unfortunately, that's all I'm getting out of this guy, so... by any chance, are you a visitor? And if you were, would you tell me? You think I'm one of those monsters? No, I'm not a visitor. But asking everyone directly is nonsense. I guess things won't be any different here after all. So, right, I'm gonna need some more detail as to why you were kicked out of your previous shelter, my friends. I told you the people there didn't like me, so, you're being a bit vague, and I don't like that. Okay, you can come in for now, just because I don't want to be alone, but when someone less suspicious shows up, you might be leaving, I'm sorry. So, in you go, trusting people now doesn't amount to a hill of beans. So I appreciate your trust, perhaps, when I can't promise anything. So okay. We've now got someone in the house. Where are you, my friend? And okay, we can't verify during the night, but he's going to be in one of these rooms. Oh, and we've got someone else at the door too. So, hello there. Lovely to see you. Sorry it's so late. It was so hot today. The TV said it was better not to go out in the sun. Maybe you could find some space for me. So, okay. You're being less suspicious immediately. But yeah. Why me? Why here? Why now? And okay, visitors came to my house. They chased me out of my own home. So now I want to find somewhere to hide from the sun. you might be useful for, like, you know, identifying other visitors. Like, if you've seen people who you know are visitors, you could tell me how you ID'd them. You know what? You could come in and welcome aboard. I should stop letting everyone in, like at least some of these people are gonna be dodgy. And okay, looks like no one else is coming tonight. Of course, the trick to this game could be, what if there are no visitors? What if, like, everything is just you being paranoid or whatnot? Maybe everyone's chill and there's no such thing as visitors. It's hard to flipping say. Anyway, time to go to sleep. I'm sure everything's going to be fine, though. Right. New day, new news reports. So the sun's activity is not decreasing. The crime rate, however, is going up slightly, and... I mean, it is the apocalypse. I can understand how society might strain a bit around the edges, yes. The problem being specifically... murders. Possibly that's what happens if visitors get inside. Alternatively, experts suspect this is related to the visitors and the growing anxiety we see in society, so once again, it might not be visitors, it might be people killing each other because everyone suspects everyone else is a visitor, so okay. Possibly everyone's chill, no one's a visitor, don't worry about it. Oh, and we've got a new urgent message regarding contact with visitors, so okay. 1. They can imitate the external appearance and behaviour of humans. So avoid contact with visitors. One case it was possible to identify the creatures by their perfect white teeth. So okay, if their teeth are too nice, then that's highly suspicious. The slight problem being, like, some people might just have good teeth if they, like, go to the dentist a lot and have recently had their teeth cleaned, so... oh, I'm increasingly suspicious there's no such thing as visitors. Right, now who's staying where precisely? The kitchen's now empty, though I can go here for a beer if I want to, like, you know, move forward with a time or whatnot. Okay, guys, where are you all hanging out precisely? Okay, the tall chappie's right here in the living room. Hello there, lovely to see you again. So okay, seriously, I'd like to know more about what happened. And okay, I lost my marbles from anger. I climbed up on a table in the bar and shouted, "Stop flipping blaming everything around you, let's keep our humanity." So, okay. His crime was not giving in to paranoia about the visitors. He wanted everyone to stay calm, and as a result, they turned on him. Okay, if that's true, I'm very happy I let you in, my friend. Maybe me and you understand each other. But on the other hand, yes, I would like to spend some of my energy just checking your teeth, if you'd be so kind, my friend. So, yeah, I want to see your teeth. Okay, take a look. There's still the odour of sadness and smoke and... okay. I mean, they're pretty clean, but also they're not, like, perfectly even or anything. I'm gonna say that's fine, and me and you are chill for now. Also, this person we let in is just, hanging out in the closet for some reason, so... hello over there. How are you doing precisely? Tell me more about these visitors that stole your house. So, I got fired and just wanted to go home, get in bed and cry. I got there and saw a bunch of boots in the hallway. I thought maybe my roommate had some friends or relatives over. Went to her room to find out what she was up to. As I got to the door, I heard a strange sound. It made me uneasy, so I just to quietly look in and see what was going on. Only had time to get a glimpse of my roommate lying motionless on the bed when suddenly some scraggly guy grabbed me from behind and said, "You can't go in there, she's not well. We better go sit in the kitchen." Then he pulled on my arm and sat down at the kitchen table. Wanted to leave, but the fear was so paralysing. Then... okay, she's not willing to say precisely what occurred next. And oh dear, when we go in for the tooth check here, she claims she just got her teeth fixed. Though if I'm honest, I can't really remember being at the dentist. Was I even there? God, I'm so terrified I can't remember if I ate yesterday, so... that's some pretty perfect white teeth. Right there. And she's just admitted she can't actually remember when she got her teeth cleaned, even though she knows they've been cleaned. Okay, so you just became a highly suspicious, but then again, it it's possible she's just, you know, a little bit traumatized by what's happened, and as a result, yes, her memory's a bit all over the place, so... Okay. Not entirely 100% sure about you. Oh, and apparently I've got a gun! Right, that's the first time that's been mentioned. No, don't take out the gun. I'm gonna leave you alone, just for now. But I'm deeply suspicious of you at this point. Problem is, we don't know what a visitor is. It's possible you could be a visitor without knowing you're a visitor. Like, a visitor might not be a distinct life form that's imitating a person. A visitor could also be, say, an infected human that slowly becomes a visitor. Okay, keep an eye on her. She could be a problem. Anyway, that's enough of that. Now we can't go into any of the rooms. Everyone's just, you know, hunkered down for the night. So now it's time for me to handle the door duties, though. Have a quick poke out. Okay. There's a creepy-ass clown man right there on the path. Don't appreciate that, actually. And okay, something's a bit weird with his skin. Wrong size for his body. Right, that might be a useful tell going forward. People whose skin's a bit weird and doesn't quite fit right, that's how we spot them. Right, hello there, good evening, lovely to see you. Hello there, human. How lucky we are we have witnessed the punishment of our human lust with our own eyes. The earth is becoming cleansed, the sun is doing its work, and we are on the path to a pure new world. Behold this a flipping blessing. Okay, so I'm moderately confident you're not okay. This guy can't come in. Though that doesn't necessarily mean he's like, you know, a distinct species of visitor or anything. He might have just gone a bit bananas in the face of the apocalypse. But in either case, yes, as I say, you're not coming in, on you go, friends. Oh, though on the other hand, he's claiming if I let him in, I get a generous reward from the Holy Sun itself. Okay, the problem being, what the Sun's currently handing out is death to everybody, so... Okay, as tempting as that is, you still can't come in. Right, he's gone and more knocking at the door. Hello there, lovely to see you though. Oh. Okay, you're not looking so hot, buddy. And possibly, your skin looks a little bit like it, doesn't fit. Like, you know, around the arms and the cheeks there. Possibly, your skin's looking a bit not quite right. And we know that's potentially one of the signs. Can you let me in, buddy, and not to explain what happened, and oh dear. He's claiming he got caught in the afternoon sun while putting out a forest fire. I'm the only one left. The rest, however, the boss just wouldn't let them leave. Okay, so everyone else is dead, you're barely alive, and you've been badly burnt or something. Though why on earth would you come here instead of, say, seeking medical assistance? And apparently, okay, medical infrastructure's, like, completely collapsed already. When the visitors came, they all shut down. Hard to get treatment when you can't trust who's treating you. No one's gonna help me. I'd be better off putting out fires and dying with my friends. Don't have much time left anyway. Okay. He has offered a reasonable explanation as to why he's looking a bit under the weather. I'm gonna regret this, but you can come in for now. Though yes, by the sounds of it, he's not expecting to survive long anyway. And here we go, like we were told. If you do let people in, you're gonna get things out of them. Information, maybe actual physical goods. On this occasion, paper. They wanted us to go to the quarantine zones, but who will go there if everyone who does just dies? Okay, I might have paperwork that gets me past some sort of quarantine at some point. That could be bloody useful. Or alternatively, very valuable if I traded it to someone else. Right, that's up to 3 people in the house, and apparently more are still coming. So, okay, hello there, lovely to see you, and I sense the energy here is stagnant. Something very bad. The sun, the Leo, the 5th house, I understand. You're a pretty assertive person, aren't you? And on top of that, you've accumulated a large amount of unpleasant dark energy here, so... okay. Either This is the game warning me, hey, you've got a visitor inside, you know, the dark energy. Or, option 2, she's just a bananas. Alternatively, option 3, maybe she's just like, you know, super into horoscopes and making all this up and it's all nonsense. It's hard to bloody say. Okay, you can come in for now, but I make no promises about you staying. You know, it did just strike me that I'm playing the game where you've got to be very careful about who you let into your house, because some of them might be monstrous replicants. And of the 5 people that have come to the door, I've let in 4 of them. Oh, I am going to be murdered in my bed. So, good morning, news reporter. What have you got for me today? Because, oh dear. It just struck me. The more people I've got in my house, the less people I can reliably test during the day, especially if there's going to be more and more tests as we go, which I'm assuming there's going to be. And okay, there might be officials wandering about, keep an eye out for yellow hazmat suits, and do bear in mind, I've now got paperwork related to their quarantine zones. And right, dirt under the fingernails is another sign of visitors. Which again could just be a sign of anyone. Like, lots of people have got slightly dirty fingernails. It doesn't mean they're monsters. Though possibly they mean really, really dirty, given that supposedly visitors crawl out from underground. Gotcha. So okay, let's check in with everyone and see if anyone's got anything interesting to say. And right, the firefighter is apparently even worse than he thought. Though I did feel a bit better when you decided to let me in, so thanks for that. Okay, I'm glad to let you in. You're cool at least, Mr. Firefighter. Though speaking of him, right. The problem's going to be figuring out how to test him, because sure, he may well have dirty fingernails. He's clearly not in good shape in general. But yes, if your teeth were perfect after what you've been through, that would be a bit suspicious, yes. Okay, that there, nice and yellow. You, sir, are cool. That's fine. You can stay. Right, then we've got this lady, who's apparently into like a tarot reading or something. The problem is I can't understand a bloody thing she's saying. Oh, right, we've got a slight problem here, which is, that's not just very white teeth. That's way too many cocky teeth, so... Okay, just to confirm, my theory, there's no such thing as visitors, it's just everyone getting paranoid. Not true. It turns out there definitely are weird monsters out there, because you're one of them. So, let's just get out the gun. No problem. You want to shoot me because of my teeth? Well, yes, technically, but when you put it that way, it makes me sound unreasonable. But it's really because you're clearly some sort of shape-shifting monster imposter. No, I'm sorry, you're definitely a monster. That's too many teeth. Goodbye. So, if you kill me, you'll be doomed. And alright, there we go. Shot her, wrapped her up in bin bags. Lovely. Right, back to you, because you were definitely a bit on the suspicious side in some ways, madam. Okay, she's willing to tell me a bit more about, yes, what happened with her. So after she caught some people in her home, she sprinted for the exit. It was like the fear gave me strength. I ran and never looking back, till I ran out of steam and collapsed to the ground. Which does raise a very difficult question, which is yes. If you ran out, then collapsed on the ground for some period of time, why didn't the sun burn you? Like, this story doesn't quite hold together. And once again, I don't remember. I must have spent the whole night there and then... It's odd. I thought I remembered everything that happened to me. Hang on, you don't think... Okay. She's coming round to the same theory as me. She might be a visitor. But that can't be true. I remember my life and my childhood, my mom and dad. Then again, possibly that's how visitors work, and maybe they do share memories, we just don't know. So okay, for the time being, I'm not sure, but we're going to run more tests, don't worry. This time, let's have a look-see at your hands and... dirty. But again, that's not really like, you know, a certain test, is it? This isn't like the woman next door, who clearly had too many teeth. Your teeth may be clean, but there's a regular human amount of them, so... Okay, you get to stay, but I'm increasingly concerned about you. And once again, she doesn't understand why her fingernails are dirty. She doesn't even remember digging around in the ground, so... Okay, you can stay, but seriously, please don't turn into a monster and kill us all. Right, welcome to the night shift. Everyone locks themselves in their rooms. Beautiful. Do we have that monster slab? Oh, bloody hell, there's... Oh, hang on. No. We've got a group of armed soldiers, but not dressed in yellow hazmat suits and gas masks, so... The news didn't mention you guys. This may be good or bad news, it's hard to say. You hear fragments of information about a pale man with a bare torso. Maybe they're trying to track down a visitor. Okay. Maybe keep your eyes open for a pale man, a bare torso. Oh, speak of the devil! Hello there, creepy man with his torso on display. So, this is a spacious house. I like it. Okay, I don't trust you. So, let's not mention the gun straight away. Just, you know, let him know we're cool, it's fine, no trouble, my friends. Are you home alone? No, I'm not alone. There's like so many people here. Possibly too many, because one of them is potentially very suspicious. And it's your lucky day. Can hear someone whispering inside, but who knows what happens in a few days. Right, this is why we need someone in the house. I'm guessing if there's no one here, you're gonna do something bad. We should really just open the window and just shout at these soldiers over here. Let them know that the creepy guy they're after is 100% just round the corner. He was literally just at my door. Anyway, hello there, lovely to see you. So enough, stop fidgeting and stand still. Hello? Please help me. So, okay. Mother and child. What's going on? Who are you? What's your story? I'm exhausted and just want to sleep. I had 5 kids. This is the only one left. My husband disappeared. Don't know if he's dead or abandoned us. Now I just want to lie down and sleep for a few days. So, okay. When you say you've only got 1 kid left... I don't know. Maybe their father took them. I want to get to his house, but I just can't anymore. Yeah, we fought a lot, but that's no surprise. How to live with other people if you act like an asshole. Anyway, the important thing is finding my kids. I mean, you say that, but it sounds like you know where they might be. You're coming here rather than going there. Something's not right here. Okay, you can come in, but I'm doing some proper hardcore checks on you. Oh, and here's interesting. Not everyone wants to stay full-time. Some people just want to pop in for a single night's rest. So, yeah, she'll wait out the day here, then move out thereafter, presumably. The next person along, meanwhile, appears to have a corpse wrapped around their shoulders. This is not off to a good start. Can I come in for a rest? Well, I'd like to know more about the corpse, to be honest, game. Don't remember where I came from. Doesn't really matter. Very tired. If I don't get some rest, I'll just pass out under the windows. So, yes. How's your companion, who possibly isn't dead? They might just be asleep. So this is my husband. He's dead. Can't give him a proper burial. No point letting him go now. Okay, I'm not sure about this one. She's definitely a bit on the weird side, but she might just be a bit on the weird side because she's gone for a traumatic incident during the apocalypse. Okay, you can come in, but we are giving you every check tomorrow during the day. And right, another person here who doesn't think she's going to be staying long. John, you've got to stop letting people in. You've probably got more visitors than people in the house right now. Oh, and bloody hell, someone's dead. Right, we can smell a corpse. The question is, was that like, you know, someone dying from natural causes, like, say, the firefighter, or someone who's dead because someone else killed them? Or possibly it's just her husband. Like, you know, we may just smell like a corpse in here because we literally allowed a woman to drag a corpse in here. Oh, and we've got a new test too. Blood red eyes, lovely. Right, now where's this smell of corpse coming from? Well, firefighter chappie's not dead yet. Okay, possibly a bit more concerningly, though. The mum's here. Where's the kid? You had a kid. He's still with me. Probably just went off somewhere. Need to know where the others went and if they're okay. Do you have a phone? I can call their father so I don't have to see his ugly mug again. Right. So, her story is she needs to find her children, but she seems completely unfast with her one remaining child being missing. So, what if the child's the visitor, John? Because possibly the child's wandered off and killed someone. So, okay, I'm just going to check the other rooms. We'll be right back in a second. So, okay, bare minimum, we remember to take out the corpse. That's good. So it wasn't her corpse smelling up the place. You're fine too. No, seriously, where is the cocking child gone? And, well, there's a corpse in here, but someone's already bagged it up. Wait, who was in here? And who did we let in last night? Wait, hang on. It was, yes, the woman with her husband. So, right, she's dead. The problem is we don't precisely know how it happened. There's no sign of that kid, so... Okay, madam. We need to run some tests on you, because it's possible you're a visitor, or alternatively, yes, your kid might have killed someone and then fled into the sun. Right, she's got the regular number of teeth, but they are a bit suspiciously white. Eyes, meanwhile, unremarkable, not bloodshot. And her nails are clean too. Okay, despite acting in a deeply weird fashion when it comes to your children, you appear to not be a visitor. Though seriously, we appear to have just lost this woman's child somewhere. Right, as for Captain Suspicious here in the cupboard and whatnot, have a little look-see at her eyes and... okay. Bloodshot. You failed at every single test, and you can't explain why you're failing the tests. But the thing is, you've also caused no trouble whatsoever. You appear to just be scared. Unless, of course, you were the person who killed What's-Her-Face in the bathroom with her dead husband. Because I don't know who did that. It could have been you. Okay. You get to stay for now, even though you definitely shouldn't be allowed to stay. Just because I'm kind of curious how you're going to emotionally react to the fact that you're almost definitely a monster. At this point, she just seems to have, like, accepted it, actually. She knew that was going to be the outcome. Anyway, welcome to the night shift. Let's see who we've got coming in today, because presumably, yeah, the mother will be on her way. The woman with her dead husband, she's dead. So we're back down to, I think, 3 people now. The firefighter and the guy in here, and the visitor who lives in the cupboards. Oh, hello there. You're one of the government officials in the proper hazmat suit and whatnot. I've got some paperwork for you, potentially. So, our first order of business is collecting data to send to leadership. Then they'll develop a response procedure. Right now, I just need you to stay calm. So, okay. Why precisely have you come up to my house in that case? We'll take one of your people to our laboratory. They'll just complete a few tests so we can make sure everything's alright. Then we'll return them. Okay. They want to take one of my people. Now, presumably, we definitely don't want to give What's-Her-Face to these guys, because she's definitely infected. They might just come down and burn my house down. I'd tell you who we could send, though. The firefighter, because maybe he could get medical care over there. And I'm pretty sure he's not infected, so... okay, this could work out really well for that guy. Oh, though he's also just gone, so... did they just pick someone at random? Okay, they may have just picked someone at random. Also, what's going on outside these days? Oh, that's, it's a lot of corpses. Right, those soldiers are dead. Good, 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 good. And oh dear. Next up, we've got a child. Is that by any chance the same child who we saw back in the day? Like, right at the start. My neighbour's daughter. So let me in. So okay, she's crying as she just wants to be let in. I need to know what happened. So my dad, they killed my dad. And who did this? Visitors, they came to the house, they were sitting with us, Dad was talking to them about something, and they killed him. Okay, so something bad's happened here. Or this is a visitor spinning me a sob story. Oh, and now our house is on fire. Okay. Your skin looks fine. Your eyes look fine. I've decided you can come in. That's fine. In you come. I'm going to regret that. I feel like I'd be a very easy mark during this apocalypse. So, right. We should be up to 4 people at this point. But one of them may have been taken at random by, yes, the government chappie who came round. Because I was never given the option to choose who I was actually going to send away. Oh, and we've got yet another deeply useless signer here. Apparently the visitors have got hairless armpits. Which a large number of people might just have anyway, so, okay. The most concrete thing we've seen is way too many bloody teeth. Everything else could just be a coincidence. Right, so these days, who precisely is still here? Oh, uh-oh. There's nothing but corpses here. Now, the firefighter, we were kind of expecting them to die anyway, so this could be natural causes, aside from the fact someone bagged him up, which is a little bit suspicious. The other guy could have just been taken by the government chappie who came by last night, though I feel like I've made some bad decisions. And a lot of people are, what are you still doing here? You're supposed to be looking for your cooking children. And right, she's not made contact with her husband in the slightest. Good, 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 good. Once again, you don't appear to be a flipping visitor, but you are acting in a deeply weird fashion. So she's still here. We've got that child who's weirdly purple. Is purple a sign? If purple's a sign, that could be a problem. And yeah, we're not going to get a very clear story out of her, because clearly she's still very upset about her dad dying. They came in, started talking. Dad said it was wrong. They said, okay, then she's just yelling for her dad. Okay, you just, like, you know, chill out in here. That's fine, and we can't run tests on you anyway, apparently. Oh, as for Captain Suspicious in the cupboard, she started smiling while yelling about how the visitors are coming for us. Do you hear it? Death is calling us. Visitor, human, what's the difference? We're all the same before death. So I torture ourselves, let them come. They want what's best for us, let the visitors come, so... Okay. I feel like possibly you've got a bit like 2 bananas at this point. And also, it's possible you killed a person last night, it's hard to say. Oh yeah, she's now yelling about seeing the light. I'm a visitor, we and humans are one, we're so similar, we're like mirror images, except death along with us. Okay, I feel like it's possible she's killed someone in the house at some point, because... yeah, she's now sounding like that guy who we met on, like, the first night. The one who was definitely talking in a very religious fashion about the visitors and the sun, so... oh, I'm really sorry about this. But yes, I suspect if you've not killed anyone already, you're going to start doing it very, very soon. So, right, that's Captain Suspicious taken care of. Though, admittedly, we are running a bit low on people at the moment. Like they were saying, it's very important we keep one person with us at all times. Now, we've got you, and all signs suggest you are a human, but yes, if you, like, naff off to find your children at any point, at that point we're going to be running dangerously low on tenants. Okay, welcome to the night shift, and we still have somebody here, in case you know, Creepy Chappie shows up again, and... right, the massacre area is now being inspected, that's fine. Anyway, hello there, lovely to see you, so, right. Hey honey, that walk here really took it out of me. Can I come in for a rest, and depends. Who are you? Where did you come from? I need to know a bit more about you and ideally your teeth. And okay, as for what she wants, to listen to a few stories, share something interesting, to lie down and happily close my eyes and breathe properly. I don't need anything else. It's boring to live by myself, so... okay, you could come in just in case you know something interesting that could be of use to me. And also because, honestly, I could do it like, you know, a few more people dotted about, just in case that creepy guy comes back. Oh, uh-oh. Something's going on. Something bad's happening. That guy's back as well. Okay, so either the woman I just let in was a visitor and immediately let in more visitors from below and I died horribly. Or I successfully got to the end of the demo. Because yes, this was a demo, this game isn't actually out until autumn. So, okay, I'm gonna be honest, the ending could have been a tiny bit clearer as to what actually just occurred there. Though I will concede I probably deserved to be, like, you know, eaten by the visitors and whatnot, given I definitely did keep one visitor in my cupboard long after I already knew she was a visitor, and several other people did die owing to my incompetence and tendency to let absolutely everyone in, and, okay, I will say, there's actually quite a lot I like here. In particular, yes, most of the signs to spot a visitor could just be coincidence, and there definitely are visitors because, if nothing else, the tarot woman in the kitchen, her teeth were not right. But it is possible, just possible, that the woman in the cupboard wasn't a visitor, but came to believe she was just because she met the criteria, so, okay, this game's actually a bit on the interesting side. As I say, what we see today is just a demo. I'll link to it down below. You can go and play it for free right now. But yes, when this game comes out in full later this year, maybe, just maybe, we'll nip back in to give it another look-see, because I do think potentially they're actually doing something quite interesting here. So, as I say, we might well be back in a few months' time, so hopefully you're looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been the fascinating No, I'm Not a Human. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
I'm going to be honest, if it's Glasgow on a Saturday night and there's large amounts of violence and screaming and chaos, that's just normal. That's not actually the alien, sorry. But on the other hand, I have a giant flamethrower robot. Would you not like to potentially let me at least try that before pulling the funding and power? No! Okay.